Today I want to show you an easy trick that you can play over any dominant 7th chord or any diminished 7th chord. And it goes like this. So there you have it. So what you do is that you play with your right hand, you play a C chord and move it around so you get a C in 2nd inversion and transpose it down an octave like this. And with your left hand you play the middle note up a half step like this. And then with your left hand you play a broken down diminished 7th chord. This is the diminished 7th chord. So you break it down, and with your right hand you're moving around the chord, the same chord, just move it up 3 half steps. So it's going to be like this, and then it's going to be like this, and then it's going to be like this, and then it's going to be like this. And you can play it from here as well. And here. And when you go up another half step, that's the same thing as you did when you started out. Because this was the first chord, and that's where we are now, which is what's the 2nd chord from where you started out. And what we could also do is to add a trick to the trick. So instead of playing like this with your left hand, you could add chromatic notes in between. And combine that with your right hand, it sounds like this. So let's try that over a song. Alright, while the music plays, let me just give you a summary. You can use this trick over any dominant 7th chord and any diminished chord, both ascending and descending. Your right hand plays a triad in 2nd inversion, so again, this is the root position, and that's the 1st inversion, and that's the 2nd inversion. And keep an eye on the middle note of the chord, because your left hand plays the same note up a half step 1 octave lower than the rest. So you get that nice dissonant sound. Then you move everything up or down in minor 3rd steps. So your left hand basically plays a diminished 7th chord broken down, and your right hand plays the same chord up or down in minor 3rd steps. Then when you want this sound on a dominant 7th chord, aim for the 7th note in your left hand. Your right hand then plays a triad 1 step below. So for example, over C7 you will play the B flat with your left hand, then you will play an A chord in 2nd inversion with your right hand. Then move the whole thing up or down in minor 3rd steps. Over a diminished chord, you do the same thing. You only need to practice this jazz trick in 3 keys, as it will repeat itself. When you really know this harmonic trick, make sure you don't use it too much, or else it will lose its great effect. To get an even more in-depth summary, as well as the exercise for this, and the song I played for you, where you can test out this all for free, just click here. And if you like this and want to get more of it, just subscribe to my YouTube channel. This is Gjermund Sivertsen. See you soon. Take care of your music.